Live Lean Nation, on today's episode of Live Lean TV, I'm talking about 2 serious food threats to your health. Welcome to Live Lean TV. I am your host, Brad Got through the #1 expert teaching you how to live lean 365 days a year. So alright guys, question number 1. Tell me in the comment section below, what's the #1 leading cause of death in the US? Yeah, I want you to pause the video right now and go tell me below. Alright, thanks for participating, and if you said watching boring romance movies, that would be number 2. The #1 leading cause of death in the US is heart disease. According to the CDC, 1 out of every 4 deaths is caused by heart disease. So question number 2, tell me in the comment section below, what is one of the top 3 leading factors that increases the risk of heart disease? Tell me down there. Number 1, LDL cholesterol. So question number 3, tell me below which 2 serious food threats are associated with elevated LDL cholesterol. Tell me below. If you said saturated fats, you'd be wrong and you'd be misled by the mainstream media. Natural forms of saturated fats have been proven not to be a leading cause of heart disease, as they actually raise the good kind of cholesterol, which is the HDL cholesterol. If you want to learn more about this, I did another video on the topic. Click right here to go watch that. But if you said trans fats, you sir would be correct. The partially hydrogenated trans fats are cheap and they're man-made in a lab, as they're chemically altered to increase the shelf life of food, add texture, and enhance the flavor of the food. They've also been proven to increase LDL cholesterol, and that is the bad kind. This throws the important cholesterol ratio way out of whack, thus turbocharging your risk of heart disease. What's even more scary is I read a stat that trans fats are also found in up to 40% of all food in the grocery stores. They're mainly found in processed foods such as baking goods like cookies, breads, chips, cereals, anything deep fried like French fries, or battered like packaged chicken fingers, and even frozen dinners. And if you're still buying these foods because the package says trans fats free, think again. According to FDA rules, food companies can round down. So if the food contains 0.4 grams of trans fat per serving, it can be marketed as saying 0 grams or trans fats free. So look at it this way. If you're eating 5 servings worth of potato chips, which happens to a lot of us, that would equal 2 grams of trans fats. Not good. If there is one type of food to avoid, it's trans fats. If the ingredients list partially hydrogenated oils, always avoid. And the American Heart Association says to limit trans fats to less than 2 grams per day, but the Live Lean Nation says to limit trans fats to 0 grams per day. Don't piss off your heart. Moving on, the other serious food threat that is associated with elevated LDL cholesterol is excessive sugar. Yes, excessive sugary carbohydrates can lead to an increase in triglycerides, which is just the fat in your blood. And this can lead to an increase in LDL cholesterol. It has been shown that people with low HDL cholesterol, remember that is the good type of cholesterol, and higher triglycerides have a 6 times greater risk of heart disease. So think about it. When people have a diet high in trans fats and sugary processed carbs like cookies, chips, breads, and crackers like we talked about earlier, it significantly raises the triglyceride levels and lowers the HDL cholesterol. And as I just mentioned, that nasty combo increases the risk of heart disease 6 times. Now the other 2 leading risk factors for heart disease are high blood pressure and smoking. Foods causing high blood pressure could be a whole other video, so if you want to see something like that, leave a comment below and I'll put something together. And since smoking is not really something related to food, and you know what, I'll just say this, what that are you still doing smoking, bro? So it's time to take control back of your health by getting back to the basics. That is learning how to mainly cook with 1 ingredient foods like meat, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, and fruit. Now this may sound boring, but not when you know how to make these foods taste great, and that's what hundreds of other Live Leaners just like you are doing over at our inner circle site, teamlivelean.com. Our members, they have access to over 100 delicious and easy cooking lesson recipe videos showing you how to make healthy meals, snacks, and sides. They also get monthly workout programs and so much more. So if you're ready to take control back of your health, I invite you to join us at teamlivelean.com and change your life. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you give us the big thumbs up by clicking that like button down there, and make sure you subscribe to Live Lean TV as we upload new episodes Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and keep living lean. Live Lean Nation, on today's episode, I'm sharing the self-help book on leadership that I'm currently reading.